Alright, so this is my last video for the day as I finish E3 with my review. So, yeah, there you go with that. Let's get straight into it because there's a lot to cover. Let's start off with EA Play. You know, their little conference that was on the side. That wasn't a part of E3, but started off E3 week, nevertheless. EA was garbage, for the most part. Yeah, you know, the Titanfall 2 looks cool. So, you know, I'm still debating on whether I should get that or not. And Faye, to me, was the best game they presented, believe it or not, at E3. Now, I'm not saying Faye is better than Mass Effect Andromeda, but the problem is they gave us gameplay with Faye. But with Mass Effect Andromeda, they ain't really give us shit. You know, so it's like, so really, Faye takes the top spot for me from them, followed by Titanfall 2. But there was no really major surprises or anything like that, so EA suck. Next, Bethesda. Now, Bethesda, they woke everybody up with that Quake Champions. Now, I have never played Quake, but I know how big it is. So, yeah, that was major. Dishonored 2 was major, even though the trailer was leaked a week early. They gave us more content for Elder Scrolls, you know, Elder Scrolls Online. They bring in Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim 5 to the PS4 and Xbox One, which is always cool. More content for Fallout 4, and then, you know, we got Prey. But, I mean, you know, I was like, I guess I was expecting Elder Scrolls 6. So I guess we have to wait for next year for that. But Quake Champion, you know what? And let me go back to, if I was to grade these conferences rather, I would give EA Play a D+, because Faye really saved them along with gameplay Titanfall 2. Otherwise, it would have been way worse. As far as Bethesda, I'm going to give them a B- because, you know, like I said, Quake Champions, Prey helped them out a bit. And, of course, Dishonored 2. You know, everything else has been, like, add-ons to stuff that they have already. You know, obviously, they got the Bethesda VR, but it's based off of games that are out already. Doom and Fallout 4. So, yeah. Moving on now to the next conference. Microsoft, they went Monday. They started on Monday. And they talking about, you know, a number of stuff. And I'm going to give Microsoft, and before I get into the grade, you know, they talk about Xbox One S, although there was some confusion for the next few days, but I cleared that up. They talk about Gears of War 4, which is a plus. Forza Horizon 3, yeah, okay, yeah. You know, fastest in Australia, which is my favorite country that I always want to go to. WeCore looks cool. They gave us Final Fantasy 15. I'm kind of shocked at that. They gave us Tekken 7. Kind of shocked at that as well. And the Xbox Live stuff, like, you know, like the Cortana, aka voice recognition, the clubs, PlayStation 4 already have it. I mean, you know, so it's like, the design of your controller, okay, but they want, I think I look online, they want like $70 to $80 for that. I'm like, Dead Rising 4, you know, that's pretty cool. Scalebound looks sick as heck. And Halo Wars 2, because, yeah, it took them 7 years to make this after the first Halo. But, again, I'm like, So, with Microsoft, I'm going to give them a B. You know, like I said, you know, they really, with that cross-play thing, that helped them. WeCore helped them. The fact that they presented Tekken surprised the crap out of me. That helped them as well, as did Scalebound. But there were some negatives, you know, the stuff for the Xbox Live. I'm like, y'all behind. PlayStation doing that already. There was no Crackdown 3 here. So, yeah, that was another negative. Which some people would consider that to be a negative. But, yeah, you know, and there was just not much here for me. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, later on that day, Ubisoft went, and the things that they did, they gave us gameplay of Ghost Recon Wildlands, gave us gameplay for Honor, which is cool, gameplay of Watch Dogs 2, which is really cool, but the bad part is the surprise factor. I mean, it wasn't really there, you know. Deep, as the new IP, nah, I don't think that's going to sell. Just Dance 2017, who cares about that? I mean, let's be real, who still care about that? And there's not enough here. So I'm going to give Ubisoft, and not to mention Watch Dogs 2, the trailer was shared with us like a week ago. And then another game broke out a few days ago, and that was actually pretty funny. But because Miss Tyler addressed that, and he was like to the reporter who leaked this game. I think it was a Star Trek game. He was like, you could suck a bag up. I was like, wow, okay. But as far as what I'll give them, I would give Ubisoft a C. It's between a plus or a regular C. I'm gonna go with a regular C because Watch Dogs 2 with gameplay, For Honor with gameplay, and Ghost Recon Wildlands with gameplay. But there was no surprise factor. Games like Steve and Just Dance 17 kind of hurt them a bit, in my opinion. And there was no surprise factor. So, Watch Dogs 2 would have been a nice surprise factor. That would have been a nice surprise factor. But they gave it away a week ago. So, they lose some points by not keeping Watch Dogs 2 in the wraps. Then later on that night, that Monday night, oh my gosh, that Monday night was crazy. I already talked about it already. We got Sony's press conference. So after the orders, I still can't pronounce that word, whatever. God of War 4 with gameplay. Yes. The Last Guardian gameplay. And a release date. Yes. Horizon with gameplay and a release date. Yes. Detroit Become Human. Yes. Resident Evil Biohazard. Yes. With gameplay and a trailer. And a release date rather. Yes. Crash Bandicoot Remastered 1, 2, and Warp. Yes. And Death Stranding, the trailer, looks interesting. That looks really interesting. But there were some negatives. No Square Enix outside of their Final Fantasy 15. And the fact that they just left us wanting more. That was really the only negatives I took from that. And some of the games they presented. And the Call of Duty, how they present Call of Duty. They only talk about the game, the campaign. We want multiplayer. That's all people care about when it comes to Call of Duty. Multi-freaking player. Nobody gives a damn about the campaign. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody. Now, a lot of people give a damn about the campaign. It's all about the multiplayer. So, that's a negative. Skylanders is a negative. Especially with Disney Infinity going downhill. So, yeah, there you go with that. And a new Spider-Man game. I don't know how I feel about that one. So, yeah, there you go with that. So, if I had to grade Sony, I'm going to give them, this is a tough one. It's in the B range. I'm going to give them a B, a solid B. Because they start off good with God of War 4, Last Guardian, Horizon, all three with gameplay and release dates. And, of course, that Detroit Becomes Human and Resident Evil Biohazard gameplay and a, what is that gameplay? No, that was a trailer, my fault. But a release date. And Crash Bandicoot. I can't go against that. So I got to give them a solid B. Next up is Square Enix. Now, Square Enix did a crap ton of stuff. And some of the good things I took from that was obviously Final Fantasy 15. We got a cover out in Japan and in the US. We got that. They also talk about Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. They talk about the movie and episode 2 being out. It took them this long to release episode 2, by the way. Episode 1 came out in March. So, and it's supposed to be done with all of the episodes before this game come out, which is there 5 episodes, and the game come out in September, so they need to hurry up with them episodes. Obviously, they talk about Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously. Deus Ex looks cool. Like I said, I love that real life human trailer one. That one looks cool. Obviously, Star Ocean, that one's cool. I Am Satina, Nier Automata. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Agents of Mayhem got some potential. And that's it. But the negative is no Final Fantasy 7 remake. Not a lot of info on Final Fantasy 3, which is expected. And they released that 2.8 trailer a week early. So, yeah, those are some negatives. So if I had to give Square Enix a grade, I'm going to give them a B+. Because again, they, like I said, 2.8, they showed it along with gameplay. Nier Automata, they showed a gameplay every game that they have there. They talk about Final Fantasy 15 a lot. So yeah, they got some good, more good than bad. The only bad like the games that they presented, I have no problems with, none whatsoever. It's just the lack of a Final Fantasy VII remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, and more info Kingdom Hearts 3 rather. Then we move on to Nintendo. Nintendo with their live stream 2-day event, they talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon. They gave us a crap ton of gameplay of The Legend of Zelda, the new one. Monster Hunter Generations looks cool. Dragon Quest 7, they bringing it over here. And that Paper Mario Color Splash got potential. And Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE, got potential as well. The negative though, no release date for Zelda. They gave us a crap ton of 3DS games. And no Metroid, no Punch-Out, none of that crap. They didn't talk about none of that crap. So, yeah, they messed up there as well. So, if I had to grade Nintendo, I'm going to give them a C. Just a C. Yeah, again, they gave us a crap ton of gameplay of Zelda. But again, no Metroid, no Punch-Out. Not a lot of games on the Wii U aside from that Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Paper Mario. That's it. And we don't even know if that Zelda game will be on the Wii U. I'm assuming it is. Because when you see them play that game, it's on the Wii U tablet. So I'm assuming it's going to be on the Wii U. But that's it. Everything else is like 3DS outside of Pokemon Go, which is on the phone. Now, obviously there's no way I can grade the on the side category. So I'm going to just point out some of the games that caught my eyes. Whether it's good or bad. But no, screw that. Let's just focus on the good. Mafia 3. Gran Turismo Sport. Both of them should have been presented at a conference. Especially that Gran Turismo Sport. As well as Gravity Rush 2. And King of Fighter 14. That one looks sick as heck. Persona 5 as well. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. And Yakuza 0. Those games, really, those are the positives that I took from all the games announced on the side. I'm not saying everything else is negative, but those are the ones that I listed. Those are the ones that kind of, got me right there. So, in a positive way, that is. So, yeah, and my overall review of E3, I would get more on that one next Friday, because that's a whole nother topic right there. So, yeah, man, that's it right there. So, the last video on the top left corner was me talking about games that were presented on the side. So, you can rewatch that. The table of contents is in the top right corner. I think I said the on the side tabs on the top left. If I said top right, I mean top left. But the table of contents are on the side. As my voice starting to go out, I've been talking about all these games, man, and making all these videos. So my voice starting to go out a little bit. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, this is the last one right here, man. Y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, a.k.a. the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and see y'all next time. And I hope you enjoy my coverage of E3. Yeah.